Yo, what's good? It's your boy. Bike with another video. Today, we are going to be talking about the Wacom 1 versus the Samsung Tab S7 Plus. Let's get into it. I make content just like this every single week, helping out artists. So what y'all waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. Now, one thing I want to preference, only talking about using both of these tablets on Android. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about Wacom 1, using it, hooking it up on your phone, and then of course the Samsung Tab S7 Plus, it already is running Android. So that is the comparison. I am not comparing Wacom 1 hooked up to your computer versus the Samsung Tab S7. That's not what we doing. Now let's get into it. So the first thing first is, of course, the price. Now you can get the Wacom 1 right now on Amazon for $392. And then you also can get it renewed, which is basically refurbished, for $289. And then you got the Samsung Tab S7 Plus. You can get that for $592. That's $592. But then you also can get the fan edition, which is the same size or whatever for a little bit cheaper, and it is $529. So when it comes down to the price, that's a big difference. You're looking at like a $200 difference. And then if you're comparing the fan edition to the Wacom 1 renewed, that it's about $240 difference. Let's talk about the pen. So the Wacom 1 comes with the Wacom 1 pen. It is a battery-free pen, electromagnetic resonance. That sounds so cool, doesn't it? EMR, it uses EMR technology. It has one programmable button. It comes with 3 extra nibs, and it supports 4,096 levels of pressure sensitivity. Now let's look on the opposite side to the Samsung. Samsung comes with the S Pen. It has a battery in it. You can recharge it, but that battery, even if the battery goes dead, it doesn't stop you from actually using the pen and drawing on it. Now the S Pen also has one button on the pen, but I don't know whether you can program it or not. I played around with it, looked in the settings, Google search, I couldn't figure it out. So if it can be programmed, I don't know. Maybe y'all in the comments know. If it is, just put it down in the comments below. And as far as pressure sensitivity, it also has 4,096 levels of pressure sensitivity. Now when it comes down to the pen, I'm just gonna be straight up, just gonna be real with y'all. I don't particularly like the S Pen. I don't like the shape of it. It's a little bit too small for you to be handling in a long drawing session. I prefer the Wacom 1 pen. It fits a little bit better in the hand, especially for those long drawing sessions. Wait. Hold up. So you telling me I can use Wacom's pen on the Samsung tablet? Oh, well, okay then. I probably will never ever use this pen again. Now let's talk about the screen. Now this is one of the most important parts of a tablet. When it comes down to Wacom 1, it has a 13.3 inch screen, the resolution 1920 by 1080. That's full HD. And then when you go to the Samsung, it's a 12.4 inch screen, a little bit smaller, but the resolution is 1756 by 2800. And so you're looking at more like 2K resolution right there. Now the Wacom 1 screen is a matted screen. Now what a matted screen does is it adds a little bit of resistance while you're drawing. And so a matted screen is going to give you a more traditional type of feel. Now the Samsung tablet is not a matted screen, and indeed it's more slippery, and you can tell, right? You can tell by drawing on it. But Samsung compensates for that by having the S Pen having kind of like a this rubbery plastic type of nib that it acts, it adds a little bit of resistance, not as much as the matted screen, but it does add a little bit of resistance, enough for you to, you know, actually draw on it and not slipping and sliding your pen all over the screen. Now let's take a look at the build. When you look at the build, one is made of hard plastics, which is the Wacom one, and the Samsung is aluminum back, aluminum frame, or whatever. So the Samsung looks more premium than the Wacom one. Now let's talk about what you actually need to start running these art software like Clip Studio Paint, Critter, Sketchbook Pro, stuff like that. Like, what does each of these tablets need? Do they need any additives to it? Now the Samsung, you just download the app. That's all you got to do. But in order to run Android on the Wacom one, you have to use a USB dongle, plug it into your phone, and then you're still kind of limited to how powerful is your phone. So you're kind of limited on the programs and stuff like that you can run. Now let's see how these tablets perform using some of the same apps. This is the Samsung Tab S7 Plus, and I am using Infinite Painter. Now I'm not going to spend too much time on this section because I have done reviews on this tablet and this application. If you're interested, I'm going to put a card up above and I'm going to put a link in the description. So the only difference between this review right now and my other reviews is that I am using the Wacom stylus. I'm using the Wacom pen on the Samsung Tab S7 Plus, which I recently just found out that you can use. And really the only difference is you really feel the slickness of the screen because this screen is not a matted screen, but I would trade that any day for a nice comfortable pen versus the small slim S Pen. I would trade that any day of the week. But with that being said, this application runs smooth. I had no problems with it at all. So we're gonna go right over to the Wacom one. And as I said before, we are using Android on this Wacom one via my phone. So first of all, this is Sketchbook Pro. This is not Infinite Painter, although I did download Infinite Painter on my phone and tried to draw with it, but it was just so laggy. It was very unresponsive that I couldn't do nothing with it. But Sketchbook Pro runs smooth. It runs very smooth. Now the only problem, I can't figure out how to zoom in. Like, there's a few functionalities that I need, like the zoom in, the tilting of the canvas. It's kind of hard to do that simply because you need I guess a keyboard, and I guess I can try to use a Bluetooth keyboard to kind of do that, but I don't know. I guess I'll try that next time. But, you know, I need to be able to zoom in, zoom out, rotate the canvas and stuff like that. And using this through the phone, you can't really do all of that. So that's one thing to really keep in mind if you are looking to use this via Android. Now, all in all, I think both of these tablets are a good buy. It just depends on your use case scenario. Now, if you're looking for something super light that you can travel with, you ain't got to worry about all those cords, bringing the dongle and all of that stuff like that, you need to be rocking with the Samsung Tab S7 Plus, FE, or the regular S7, whatever. You need to be rocking with that, right? Because all you need is just the tablet and a charger. I mean, it's compact. I mean, all you need to bring is this. That's all you need to bring, is this right here. Now, if your use case is you just trying to get in the game, you just trying to get it how you live, you really really need to get into digital art, you feel like you're missing out, you don't have that much money to spend on a tablet or whatever, I think the Wacom 1 is for you, simply because it's cheaper. You can run it on your phone. It has a better pen. And another thing that I thought about is that the Wacom 1 has the ability to upgrade with you. Meaning if I bought a Wacom 1 and I'm running it on Android via my phone, I have the ability to buy a laptop and hook it up to a laptop, right? So it has longevity. But there is this program, this application. It's called, I want to say, Super Display. It's for Android, and it allows you to mirror applications on your computer to your Android tablet. So if y'all want to see me test out this Super Display and see how it works, click that video right there. But anyway, I hope y'all got some type of value out of this video today. If y'all did, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and as always, I'll holler at y'all next time. Believe that.